Welcome back. Here we go again. Thanks for joining me as always. We're back on the permission again today. So the previous video, which you hopefully might have seen by now, we had those two amazing rings come up. We had the thimble, we had the buckle, we had that really nice medieval lead token, and various other bits and bobs, and a 8 ton of lead or whatever it was that I brought back. Well, it's the following day. I know you'll see this obviously at a later date, but it's the following day from that dig. If you've seen the previous one, you'll see that I've kind of managed to find a little bit of short grass next to my Tudor Field, and it just threw up so many targets. It was a fantastic day. So I've got the following day now to give it another go. I want to try and finish that bit off. I literally didn't even finish it because there was so much to go at. So I'm going to try and finish that off. However, we have got rain coming. We had some last night and it's dry at the moment, but we're due a lot more. So hopefully I'll manage to get a bit done before the rains come. Before I do anything else, I just want to say a massive thank you. I'll just bring you down a little bit closer. I'll stop. Not sure if you can see that. Next to my badge, my Nokta badge, is a silver 6pence pin badge. And that was kindly sent to me by the wonderful Jackie at Bludicus Detects. And she sent with it her luck. And I have to say, I had it with me yesterday, but I forgot to put it on. And it certainly did bring me lots of luck. So thanks, Jackie, I really appreciate it. Long may that luck continue. So without further ado, let's get you to the first hole. I'll see you in a bit. Right, we're off and running. So I'm doing the edge of that Tudor Field that I didn't get finished yesterday. Very first target of the day in the 40s, and I think normal service is resumed. Another bit of lead, the first bit of lead of many, I suspect. There's obviously a lot of activity going on this particular part of the field. Yeah, another bit of lead. So we're off and running anyway. Well, we didn't get very long into proceedings. The rain has arrived. It is only drizzle at the moment, so we're gonna stick it out. I've had a couple of bits of cack, had a bit of a tin can and a little lid off something, which I didn't bother wasting your time with. We've now got a nice signal that's up in the 50s. It's out, it's in this clod somewhere. So let's see if we can find it together. Get the digger ready, just in case we need it. With all that rain last night, it's all got very, very thick. Surprise, surprise. It is another bit of lead. Oh well, let's keep going. Right, waterproof trousers are on now. It's coming down quite hard. Not sure if you can see it on there, but it's yeah, it's raining. Are we going to persevere? I got my waterproofs on. We'll see how we get on. Anyway, the next one was up in the 60s, I think it was. Very green, very bent. Possibly, I think that's probably another bit of a buckle, you know. It's got that little kind of rounded bit there. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty sure we're part buckle. Okay, let's move on. I think we're starting to get back into that kind of territory where the fines are again. Found another couple of bits of lead. And the next one is this little green copper cap. Yeah, I thought at first it was just a little shotgun end type thing, or a bullet, but it's not. As you can see, it's got mud in the middle and it's got a proper kind of top to it. So that's come off something. I'll never know what, probably, but yeah. Anyway, we're getting close, I think. Well, it's been a quiet half an hour or so, but the rain, well, it is still raining, but it's not quite as hard as it had got. Next one was a good signal in the 40s, but more importantly, it was a good tone, and it looks very green and curved. So is that just toot or what? It's got a little bit on the end there. That's quite interesting, actually. Okay, let me just give that a quick clean. Back in a sec. Next one, good signal in the 60s again. Bit green, as you can probably see there, but it looks a bit too small for the coin. I think that's probably a button. Yeah, it is a button. It's a button. Oh well, not really getting very much down this particular side. Over here, that was where I was getting all the stuff yesterday, but this side, believe it or not, not a lot yet, but it's early days, I guess. Anyway, it's still got the shank on it. It's a little button. It's not the end of the world. See you in a bit. What was I saying about lead? Oh my days. Yeah, I'm finding lots of it again today. Excuse me. It stopped raining, which is handy. Look at the size of that. Look at it. Covers my 4 fingers. I know I ain't got the biggest hands in the world, but that is huge. And it's, well, I think it's by design. I don't think that's just a bit of lead. I think, again, that is on purpose. I don't know whether that's a lead pipe or what, but obviously that middle bit's full of mud. I think it's got a gap at the bottom, and it's flipping heavy. Oh well, that'll weigh me down for a bit. I'm really nearly on the end of my first sweep, so definitely not as adventurous, or as not as eventful as yesterday. But we're finding stuff, so we live in hope. I think I'm gonna have a coffee now, and then I'll see you on the next one. Well, I've had a coffee. I've had one of my mother-in-law's cheese scones, which was amazing. Feeling refreshed, but it's still very quiet. I don't know why, but it is. I found a couple more buttons, not kind of nondescript buttons, and bits of cack. The next one was a really good signal. Was in the 60s and 70s again, still very jumpy, so I don't think I found a stable signal today yet, but the tone was quite nice. It looks quite green and round, but not, you know, spherical, not coin shaped, if you can see it, which is just there, look. So let's have a look together. Oh, I'll just zoom you out, you can actually see it. Ooh, lovely. Oh, that's a button. I think that's a Tudor button, isn't it? Yeah, a little round globe with a little shank on the side. I think that might be a Tudor button. Right, let's give it a quick clean. Yep, I think so. It's lovely. If you can see that okay. Nice and round. I think that's what it is anyway. Brilliant. Well happy with that. Moving on. Well, I finally got a good signal. I'm not sure how well you can see that or not. '72, '73, '74, around the early 70s, but by far the best tone I've had today. So let's see what we got. Well, I'm covered in ants. They're all over the blooming place. I must have knelt right. Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah, I'm literally sitting on an ant's nest. Clever, clever Marcus. Right, let's get them off me, because there's blooming hundreds of them all over my legs. Whilst I was digging that, oh man. I'll come back to you in a sec. Look at them, blooming everywhere. I was just kneeling on that, silly boy. Anyway, best signal of the day. It's tiny, but it looks a little bit silver to me. Is that to you? A little bit of silver shining through there. Right, I'm going to give that a careful clean, so I'll be back in a sec. Well, another ant. It's definitely silver in colour, but the weight doesn't feel right. That might even just be a very, very tightly, you know, rolled up ball of foil. I don't know. Oh well, I'll check it when I get home, but my hopes are not high. See you in a bit. Rain's back. I could be putting my coat and everything back on again in a minute. Never mind. Next one, really lovely tone. More ants, by the way. They're everywhere. That is lead, but I don't know what it is. Again, that's just not a scrap of lead, I'm sure of it. It might be a roll of lead actually, not sure. But it's interesting. I don't think it's a bullet. I don't think so anyway. I'm not sure what it is. Gaming piece? Don't know. Maybe I'm just saying things, but yeah, okay. We'll get that back home and have a look at it. Right, time to get my coat on. Right, 76, 77, all the way round. An absolutely sweet signal that would 9 times out of 10 be a coin. And I can see something green about there, but it looks a bit mangled. Is it a coin? That is the question. Oh, if it is, I think it's probably toast again. I'm not very lucky with coins on this particular part. It's definitely a coin. It's got a bit of a, you like to think a love token, a love token wobble on it, but I think that's more just a bend. Right, let's give it a clean. I actually don't know what that is now. I'm still pretty convinced it's a coin. It's blank as you like. It's not a button, but it's got that peculiar round kind of indent. It's not quite central either. It has got a bit of wave in it. Maybe it is some sort of little love token, but maybe I'm just grabbing at straws. No idea. Very interesting. What was it I said? 9 times out of 10 it'd be a coin. Well, I think it is, or was anyway. Okay, let's keep going. This is getting silly now. Right, so I'm heading back up. So I've done basically the area that I was wanting to get finished today. So I'm kind of heading back up alongside the field, but further over from the cut grass, so nearer to the footpath, but not on the footpath. And I don't believe it. And I know you'll all be thinking the same thing, but I think it's another Crotal Bell. It looks like it's busted, but it's another Crotal Bell. This is about 6 or so. Oh, it is as well. Right, zoom out again. Oh, Marcus. It's getting mildly embarrassing now. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be a dinger, I'm afraid. But yeah, why not, eh? Why not? Let's just get that bit of mud out. There we are. It's another Crotal Bell without the ding. The Crotal Bell King strikes again. Still can't believe I found another Crotal Bell. Unbelievable. Yeah, next one. Lovely tone. Couldn't see what numbers were because the screen on my Simplex cover is completely covered in water and mud, so I'm just going by tones at the moment. Yeah, lovely tone. No idea. Some sort of decorative furniture bit, I suppose. Righto. Well, it's been a very, very quiet afternoon. Had that Crotal Bell, a few other bits and bobs, that nice Tudor button. But it's gone quiet. Last hour or so, I've stopped a couple of times and had finished off my coffee. Just through there is the Ladybird field, so I'm kind of heading back towards the car. Just stopped in this other little field. I did this the other week, but it looks like it's settled down quite nicely, so I thought I'd just have a quick half an hour before I go into the Ladybird field, which is definitely too long. So my exit will be soon. And just got something in the 30s, and it looks green and ball-like. Oh, as I throw it on the floor. Oh yeah, That's quite interesting. Presume that's some sort of little button maybe. Very green though. Cool, I won't bother cleaning it now. I'll show it to you back at the ranch. Right, hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 more in. Hello everybody, welcome to the roundup. Sorry that was a bit of an abrupt end on the video. The rain just kept coming and coming and coming. So needless to say, by the time I got home, I was like a drowned rat, and everything went straight in the washing machine. So I've had a kind of cursory clean today, and there's not a huge amount to show you. Another, I don't know, 15, 20 bits of lead, not including what's on the board here. So there's obviously lots of stuff going on where I'm digging there at the moment, but nothing particularly to write home about this time. Usual smattering of nails and bits and bobs, and just general cack. That was the thing that I wasn't sure about, but I ended up getting 3 or 4 of these. Most of them were all squished, so I presume actually that probably is ammo of some description. That was the no, that's not the one. This one here. That was the thing I thought might be silver, but no, I think it is just a lump of foil. That is the whacking great piece of lead. Look at the size of that. That weighs an absolute ton. A couple of quid's worth there at the junkyard. I was hoping that when I got all the mud out, there'd be something exciting inside. There was just mud. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nondescript buttons. That one has got a little bit of writing on it, but nothing spectacular. And then top row, that was a little greeny thing. I think actually that was probably a button as well at some point. That's quite interesting. If you can see that. Very green. I think that's very old, whatever it is. Probably part of a buckle, I suppose. It might be part of a brooch, but it's pretty old. That's the lead thing that I found right on the edge of the crops. That's definitely for something. I don't know what it is or what it was for. Any ideas, let me know. But yeah, that was definitely for something, I think. That's the little Tudor button. I think that's a Tudor button. I have had Tudor buttons off there before, and I was next to the Tudor Field, so I'm presuming that's what it is. So I always like getting those little things. This is the coin that's not a coin, that is a coin. I'm pretty sure that is a coin. But it's obviously completely blank. And then it's got this kind of circle and a 1 or an I or something like that in the middle of it, if you can see that. It's got a bit of a wave to it, so I guess it could have been a love token, maybe, I don't know. Again, any ideas, please do let me know. I'm quite curious to find out what that's all about. And then last but by no means least, the Crotal Bell King. And I can assure you, Lee, that it isn't the same Crotal Bell every time. This one obviously nadgered, no ringing, unfortunately, for this one. But that is, I think, number 7 or number 8. I've lost count now, so it's getting quite embarrassing. Can't find a coin for love nor money, but I can find a Crotal Bell, so go figure. Anyway, that's it for this dig. I hope you enjoyed it. A bit of a wet one. Hopefully the weather starts to improve now. With a bit of luck, my farmer will start taking some of his crops away soon, so we'll get back onto the meaty parts of the field. But nonetheless, as always, I really do appreciate you stopping by. Take care, and I'll see you very soon.